Yo. Welcome back to the Cymarshall Law Show, where we stay true to ourselves and never, ever conform. We appreciate y'all coming back to rock with us for yet another episode. This is going to be based on law number 21 in my book. The law is have your will match your skill. And this is episode number 149. We getting up there. As we moving right along into the close of the summer, I know a lot of you guys are getting your kids ready to go back to school, getting the clothes, the books, pencils, whatever you need, backpacks. So giving y'all a lot of positive energy for that, because I know sometimes it can be stressful with the list that the teachers are sending home. Like, don't y'all got this in the schools? Like, come on. But it is what it is. So we're gonna start with our affirmations, prayer, meditations, and gonna set the tone right for our day. So let's do it like this. Universal God, Most High, Jah, Cosmic Intelligence, Great Architect, God, the All. Thank you for allowing us to wake up today with inner peace. God, thank you for allowing us to wake up with purpose. Thank you for emotional intelligence. Thank you for understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. God, thank you for genuine friends. God, thank you for loving family members. God, thank you for insight. God, thank you for our luscious growing hair. God, thank you for our healthy and improving bodies. God, thank you for love. God, thank you for joy, allowing joy into our lives. God, thank you for keeping us in tune with the moment. God, thank you for not allowing negative energies to distract us from our mission, our goal, where we're going. God, thank you for new experiences. God, thank you for new ideas, new opportunities. God, thank you for forgiveness. Thank you for us allowing others to be forgiven that allow us to grow. Thank you for us releasing grudges. God, thank you for prosperity, abundance, affluence. God, thank you for today, tomorrow, yesterday, this year, just blessings on top of blessings on top of. Matter of fact, God, thank you for giving us the eyes to see when we're blessed. And God, thank you for giving us the ability to bless others. A lot of times we, focus on us getting blessings, but God, thank you for allowing us to realize when we can be a blessing to others. We appreciate you, God. We love you, God. We love ourselves. We are connected. The universe is our extended body. We're not separate from anybody or anything. And we understand this, God. Thank you. Today is going to be a great day because God says so. We appreciate. Thank you. That was a good one. That really felt good. Let's get into the show. Law 21. Have your will match your skill. From the book Cymarshall Law, I Still Love H.E.R, 52 Laws of Freedom, the Biography. Have your will match your skill, Law 21. So many dreams are unrealized because we have one attribute going for us. We tend to allow other essential qualities to be left behind. We have the willpower and confidence, but lack the actual skill and proper know-how to accomplish the intended goal. Vice versa, we may have all the skills in the world, but without the willpower to see the task or goal into fruition, we never really genuinely harvest the seeds of our labor. My friend PH, aka Pumpkinhead, was the embodiment of this law. I can remember me producing a beat on the Black & Sonic ASR X at my parents' house in their garage in South Brunswick, New Jersey. PH wanted to write to another beat, so he said, "No worries, I have the metronome in my head." I was confused but left it alone. He went into the next room and reappeared after about 25 minutes with a perfectly written verse that he recorded on the beat in one take. This was just one of the many times he showed excellence in front of me in the form of lyricism and craftsmanship. If there was a hip-hop show, anytime, anywhere, for as long as I can remember, PH was there. With his masterful mic control, he would prowl across the stage, back and forth, like the fiercest grizzly bear. He had a will to succeed like no other. Pumpkinhead being a part of several crews, Brooklyn Academy, The Plague, Red Army, and I am sure more, always stood out because his passion for hip-hop matched his skill. He was the embodiment of hip-hop if I ever saw it in the flesh. He knew everyone and was constantly perfecting his craft wherever and whenever he could. That is why he was one of the underground kings. When he passed away in 2015, all types of media outlets and well-known rappers gave him his flowers, some of which I wish were doing that when he was alive. But still, the outpouring of love was a testament to what can occur when your will matches your skill. PH was one of the first people to reach out to me and appreciate my talent and originality. He always spoke about signing me to his label and releasing my music. Back when I couldn't get a deal, he was there. He was never afraid to show love when he thought someone had talent. He inspired so many people to be better. His children, Raiden, Royce, and Robbie, have a legend for a father and a perfect example of what happens when your will matches your skill. R.I.P. PH. The verse. Every day, hook and verse 1. We keep growing and we keep learning. The earth floating space and the world keep turning. The moon still glowing and the sun still burning. Besides death, change the only thing that's certain. It's hard not to get caught up in a whirlwind, cause every day we either loving or we hurting, and we never know when the grim reaper lurking. People born, people dying, some laugh, some are crying. Some find hell, others struggle to find Zion. We search for truth but have to see through the line. Sometimes we fail but we never stop trying. Some lose their jobs while others they get promoted. Some rise under pressure, others they get demoted. We give, we take, we build, we break. Every day, another sucker is born. Some find themselves, others don't know where they belong. Where we thought there was weakness, we find that we are strong. Fatigued, but find the strength to go on. Some are used as a pawn, life is played like a game of chess. And when the worst things happen, we gotta make the best. So much going on, sometimes we forget to take a breath. We lose, we gain, we deal with pain every day. 1. When I wrote this song, I was in what one would look at as a terrible place in life. It appeared I was at rock bottom. I thought artistically I would never commercially release anything ever again. All I needed was the nearest rock to crawl underneath. In those times, one of the main lessons I learned is that every day, regardless of your own personal problems, the world never stops, no matter what. I had all the skills in the world, but my will was broken. And hence, artistically, I just wasn't there. The first art you learn on this earth is life, and the world was the canvas I was painting on. But to me, it was horrible. Every day we go through ups and downs. We are constantly building, breaking, starting, stopping, and restarting again. Often we don't even pause. And I mean, we seem to continually be on the move even when on vacation. Some of us come back from vacation and need a vacation from the vacation. It is easy for a harsh life to take a toll on your will and easy to be lazy when life becomes overwhelming. However, those that can balance the energy of their will and keep their skill sharp, I believe, will reign supreme in what is the never-ending everyday. And we keep growing and we keep learning. The earth flowing space and the world keeps turning. The moon stay glowing and the sun still burning. Besides death, change the only thing that's certain. It's hard not to get caught up in a whirlwind. Cause every day we either loving or we hurting. And we never know when the grim reaper lurking. People born, people dying. Some laugh, some crying. Some find hell, others struggle to find Zion. We search for truth but have to see through the lying. Sometimes we fail but we never stop trying. Some lose their jobs while others they get promoted. Some rise under pressure, others they get demoted. We give, we take, we build, we break. Every day another sucker is born. Some find themselves, others don't know where they belong. But we thought there was weakness, we
sometimes we forget to take a breath. We lose, we gain, we deal with pain. We keep growing and we keep learning. The earth flows, space and the world keeps turning. Moon stay glowing and the sun still burning. Besides, never change, the only thing that's certain. It's hard not to get caught up in the whirlwind. Cause every day we either love and know it's hurting. But we never know when the grim reaper lurking. We get another villain, but a boy or girl finds a hero that's within them. Somebody's doing good, but somebody's sinning. Someone's brought back to life, but someone is killing. Some get rich while others remain poor. Say we want peace, but keep fighting the same war. Through day and night, we pray, we fight. Every day. Try to wake up and move on, but still stressing over petty things too long. We try to be brave and not fold like a futon. Bullshit, we try to cut it out like a coupon. All's not black and white, it's gray like poop on. And really, who am I to judge when you do wrong? Hope you relate when I translate through song. Some talk the sky, some fall, some fly. We keep growing and we keep learning. The earth flows, space and the world keeps turning. Moon stay glowing and the sun still burning. Besides, never change, the only thing that's certain. It's hard not to get caught up in the whirlwind. Cause every day we either love and know it's hurting. But we never know when the grim reaper lurking. Another legend turns to myth. Some quit smoking while others they burn a spliff. Some receive more while others deserve to miss. Some boys turn to men while others they turn to bitch. Some gain control while others lose their sanity. Some start a new one, others lose their family. Triumph, tragedy, fortune and calamity. We get caught up and drop down. A&Rs keep looking for the hot sound. Some people starving and some are overeating. So some people happy and some people are beefing. Some just want what others they really needin'. Some too proud to beg, other people pleading. And what they believe in, they follow the misleading. Start and end, we protect and defend. Every day. We keep growing and we keep learning. The earth flows, space and the world keeps turning. Moon stay glowing and the sun still burning. Besides, never change, the only thing that's certain. It's hard not to get caught up in the whirlwind. Cause every day we either love and know it's hurting. But we never know when the grim reaper lurking.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Cymarshall Law Show. If you're enjoying the show, please subscribe and share the show. We're growing at a rapid rate. Things are working out, guys. But I knew they would because I had faith, and I'm out here making sure that my will matches my skill. Recently, a lot of people have been asking me, Cymar, how do you have the time to do what you're doing? People are saying things to me like, you're overworking. People are saying things to me like, how are you going to give any of us a chance to keep up if you just keep dropping and doing new things? And what I have to say to that is, you won't. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. All the way joking. This life is yours to mold. It's your canvas to paint. And no one can tell you what you can or can't paint, or what your painting should look like in the end, or what it should look like right now. The issue I feel like a lot of people have is that they look at someone else's painting, or they look at what someone else is creating, and they feel like their skill or will should match that of the painting they're looking at. And I use painting as a metaphor for just someone's life, the things they're working on. So they look at someone else's painting and they're like, oh, my painting has to be as good as that painting, or it has to be better, or I have to have work ethic that is similar or more than the person you're, watching or competing with, whatever have you. The thing about life is that we're all walking a different path. So you definitely can't look at what I'm or someone else is doing and use that as, say, a catalyst for where you should be going and what you should be doing, because we just don't have all the same paths. So when I say your will has to match your skill, I mean that very, very specifically. Meaning that, what is your personal skill? And once you found out your personal skill, how can you just continually improve it? And as you're continuing to improve your skill every day, in and out, you're sharpening your iron, as they say. You're sharpening your swords every day, in and out. What people tend to miss is that even though you've become the sharpest sword in the samurai's arsenal, if you are not now going out seeking to use your sword for whatever purpose you're going to use your sword for, there's no good if your sharpened sword is just in your house. And a lot of people have the sharpest swords, but they're afraid to go out and use them. They have the sharpest minds, but they're afraid to go out and use them. They have all the attributes. The thing that they lack is belief in themselves. And belief in yourself can also be like a sharp sword. Because if you don't believe in yourself, but you got the sword, what good is it? So a lot of people don't believe in themselves. And I feel like a lot of people don't believe in themselves because they look at life and they might not see an out. It may not seem as though where they want to go is possible to go. So it's easier for someone to say, nah, I'm not going to try because there's no way this is possible. I'm doing the math and there's no way I'm going to get to where I'm going. But the issue with that is that it's God's plan. It's God's plan. And we don't always know God's plan. More often than not, we don't know God's plan. You know, you hear the phrase, man makes plans and God laughs. I think about that all the time because I'm definitely coming from a place where I was trying to control a lot. I was trying to do a lot. And I felt that because I was trying to do so much that things should be falling into place. But what I was missing is that your will is more than just you getting up and doing things. Like people would think, you know, your will is willpower, your ability to get up and keep going. It is that, but another way of looking at it is your will is who you are and what you believe in. So if you believe that you are this only controller, like all the work you're doing, that is how you're going to get forward, I feel like that can be a wall. My will now is more aligned with the universe and God, knowing that although I'm physically doing the work, I now don't believe that I have full control. Like I believe this through and through. And when I give God the credit and praise that energy deserves, my will becomes aligned with my purpose. And then when my will is aligned with my purpose and my skill matches my will and my purpose, unstoppable. Unstoppable. Those are the jewels. So people are out there, they actually have willpower, but they're like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing everything. But they're skipping the part where God can open doors that you can't open on your own. And I was always a spiritual person. I always gave it up to God. But now I'm just giving it up more. I'm putting God first before everything. When I wake up, that has to be the first thing I do. I have to pray the first thing before anything else. And I feel like in this last year, I've done so much growing because I've just accepted that. I've accepted my will, I've accepted my purpose, I've accepted that if I go forward faithfully, if things start to fall in place or fall out of place, I understand my purpose, I understand my will, and if I know who I am and what I'm doing and where I'm going and why, and things start to not go right, knowing my will is not falling off the path that I'm on because other people are falling off of it. So that level of willpower is high. It's high. It's not something easy to do. So when you can actually get to that place of willpower where you're not going to allow things to knock you off your path because you believe in your purpose, you believe in your God so much, the other part to add to that would be, are you sharpening your sword? Are your skills improving? Are you keeping yourself up to date with the latest and greatest of your whatever you're doing, whether that's being a writer, painter? Are you at the top of your game? Because when you're at the top of your game and you're going forward and your will matches that skill, listen, as I like to say on my songs, your opportunities are going to be endless. You're going to see growth that you never saw before. People are going to see a light in you that you may have not saw in yourself, but you're going to be glowing because people are going to see you working and your skill matching your will. And when your skill matches your will, I'm telling you, people can feel you. They can sense you. You're going to start getting calls, emails, DMs. People can just sense it all on you. They know what it is. Because when you're true, that energy just jumps off. Matter of fact, when you're true or fake, the energy jumps off you. When you're genuinely true, people can feel that even if they're not in the same room as you. They can look at your face and just sense. They may not know that they have these powers. So they might dismiss the feeling they're getting. But some people just know. They just know. So you got to be out here having your will match your skill. And that's what I mean by that. Stay authentic, my people. Let's get into it. This one's Pumpkinhead featuring DV alias Christ. It's called Authentic. Let's go.
Yo, where my Brooklyn crew at? We right here. Yo, where my Toronto crew at? Son, we right here, son. This is where Pumpkinhead takes you back to the basics. A 12-inch single to get you out of the matrix, away from the sellouts, looking like Andy and Amos. I'm not a superstar, but I'm almost famous. Have patience, my flow is so sacred. The rebirth of a culture they thought was outdated. Love it or hate it, I made it and reshaped it and molded and folded it over kicks and sub basses. Some places refuse to just play it, cause I'm not rhyming about guns, drugs, and court cases. Or I hate it cause my pigment is too shaded and I don't wear trucker hats, me whack is a false statement. My raw cadence came with a call waiting, so I could switch over styles while you staring or jaded. Your jaw's breaking while you walk in the hall pacing, thinking Pumpkinhead's authentic and y'all all fake.
This is hip-hop music for your soul. Original, don't twist it or confuse it, no. Authentic circa 1992 should feel the flow of Pumpkinhead and Marco Polo's new hit, oh.
This is for all the DJs from the east to the west. Authentic hip-hop music, this is as good as it gets. Marco laid down the tracks and I react with a flow, just like I did for Sway and Tech on the Wake Up Show. Oh, hold up, you about to go nuts when you hear Revolution scratch this wax is toned up. Authentic, no screw version or remix, but Eclipse or Deep Six and Flea Flick even if the beat skips. I'm your new neighbor, best friend to a crossfader, beyond you by light years, so they play me on future flavors. Marley Marl, Primo and Pete Rock, and Evil D will bless this heat rock until the beat stops. Beat junkies flip a tune and scratch pickles, or bump this all night, that's right, it's that simple. Can't forget B Mellow, Seattle is on lock. DJ Links in Canada got this record on cock, non-stop till 3001. Can't forget Turntable, Annihilus, and DP1. We got that vibe and sound to bring chills to your bones, taking you back to the knapsack and headphones. PH and MP straight keeping it live. Authentic hip-hop for 2005. Okay, you got the gist of what I'm trying to do. Bring you back to the year 1992. My lyrics inhibit the spirit and image you won't miss, so I give it and spit it and rip it. Oh shit, I'm what you call a purist with my fitted the kicks, flipping the script grip in the whip, I want exhibit to pimp. I'm my own man, I don't need diamond chains to make me. Samuel Jackson's opposite is impossible to break me. Since dynamic, my name's been well known. Your career's Mr. Glass and can shatter like frail bones. Oh hell no, you know I'm up in the mix. Reppin' hip hop like a race and I'm running the shit. Marathon in Babylon, whether you bloody or crit, they're gonna scream out my name like you son of a bitch.
This is hip-hop music for your soul. Original, don't twist it or confuse it. No, no, no. Authentic circa 1992 should feel the flow of Pumpkinhead and Marco Polo's new hit. Oh, oh, oh.
We got that vibe and sound to bring chills to your bones, taking you back to the knapsack and headphones. PH and MP straight keeping it live. Authentic hip hop for 2005.
Welcome back to the Cymarshall Law Show, where we stay true to ourselves and never, ever conform. Welcome back to the show. You enjoying it? Please subscribe. That was Pumpkinhead and Marco Polo featuring DV alias Christ. Rest in peace, Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead was definitely a dude whose will matched his skill. Absolutely. Like, top tier. That man was something else. But let's get into the book and the movie of the week. So the book, let's start with one of my favorite books of all time. My favorite books are autobiographies. And one of the favorite autobiographies of mine that I've read is Miles Davis. A lot of you know who Miles Davis is, but a lot of you may have never read his autobiography. And as you know, most of you probably know who are readers, books are most definitely always better than movies. And there have been a couple Miles movies, and I'm telling you, none of them can match this book. This book definitely gives you high insight into the mind of a brilliant man whose will definitely matched his skill. Miles was a legendary American jazz musician. You know, he shares his life in his autobiography, but he doesn't skimp on the details. He discusses his 5-year silence, overcoming drug addiction, and encounters with racism in the music industry, and all types of adversities he went through. The book highlights some of his collaborations like with Bird, Dizzy, Monk, Train. It's just a really inspiring book, and if you've never read an autobiography, I would start with this one because it's super inspiring. Miles is like out of this world when it comes to his genius and creativity. His relentless pursuit of excellence and his willingness to push boundaries align with the quote's theme of matching will with your skill and determination. So that's the book of the week, Miles Davis's autobiography. And author is Miles, obviously, with Quincy Troop. So check that out. It's Miles Davis's autobiography. And then the movie of the week is called Pele. Obviously, I mean, I hope a lot of you know who Pele is, rest in peace. But he is my favorite soccer player of all time. But Netflix had this movie they dropped a few years ago where they just highlight his life in a way that I had never really seen before. And against the backdrop of like a turbulent era in Brazil, the documentary, it's kind of like a documentary. It captures Pele's extraordinary journey from a breakthrough talent to a national hero, where he really, a lot was against him. He was the youngest player then in the World Cup ever, and it really explores his rise from the slums of Brazil to becoming the only man to win 3 World Cup titles. Pele's impact on football and his status as a symbol of hope during challenging times resonate with the quote's message, because his unwavering commitment to his craft and his ability to rise above adversity mirror the essence of have your will match your skill. So that joint is on Netflix. It's Pele. Please watch it. Watch it with your kids. It will inspire them to be great. I promise you. So check that out if you can. So yeah, man, we're going to get into the quote of the day that we're going to end out the show. The quote of the day is, it's by William Faulkner, and it goes a little something like this. You cannot swim to new horizons until you have the courage to lose the sight of the shore. I'll read it again. You cannot swim for new horizons until you have the courage to lose the sight of the shore. And that's by William Faulkner. My name is Cymarshall Law. This has been another exciting episode of the Cymarshall Law Show. I love y'all. Until next time, peace, love, and positive energy. And we out.
Destiny, mama look from when you call me. Destiny, mama look from when you call it. I wanna rule my destiny. Please, Jaja, will me rule my destiny. Oh, Lord, I've been blessed, I've been touched. I love Jah so much, they keep fighting me. I'm not giving up. May the realms of Zion fill my spiritual cup. Wisdom overstanding must never be too much. Give I protection day and night.